Salute to all the real ones out there. It's your boy Mike making my first YouTube video, so this is like a introduction that I'm hitting y'all with. So throughout the course of my life, it's been quite a few people that have talked to me and said, "Man, you should write a book," or "You need to make a YouTube channel," or "You need to create some type of forum where other people can join in and you could lead discussions with the way that you think." So I kind of heard that all my life and I never really took it too serious. But I did an experiment the other day where I said, if somebody else tell me that after our discussion, I'm gonna get real serious about creating a YouTube channel. And what happened last night, chilling with one of my homeboys, he was telling me, "Man, you got a lot of knowledge, man. You need to make it available so that young cats could maybe benefit from how you see things." So that was the catalyst that basically made me sit my ass down right now and start making this video. Now, I can go ahead and be real with y'all. I don't like being on camera. I don't like being the center of attention, so to speak. But I can get over my issue with that, knowing that there might be somebody out there who's younger who could maybe benefit from what I have to say. So, give you a little introduction on me. The main reason why I want to do this channel is just because when I was growing up, I didn't have much of a mentor. Pretty sure a lot of black people grew up with this same situation. Single parent household, no dad around, and if you was like me, then you was the oldest sibling. So that means you had a lot of responsibility and you had expectations that were placed on your shoulders from a young age. And me, I did my best to live up to those expectations so that the younger people in my family had a good role model or example to follow. I grew up in Ohio, in like Dayton/Huber Heights. I was one of the first cats in my family who, at age 16, I got my first job working at Fazoli's. If y'all don't know what that is, it's like a little Italian restaurant. I was in there holding it down. I got good grades in school. Had my first apartment when I moved out at 18, and I never was really burning on going to school because nobody really ever sat me down and talked to me about the importance of education, for one, and for two, I was thinking, how am I going to pay for it? I don't want to go into a whole bunch of debt like I've seen people do, and I didn't have a support system from my family that could really maybe afford it. So all I did was join the military when I was 21, went to Iraq twice, I was airborne, I was a medic, served for 5 years, and when I actually was 25, I got sent over to Germany to finish out my last year of my contract. And when I was there, 3 weeks after arriving, I met my current wife. Back then she was my girl and all of that, but now she's been my wife for the last 4 years. And we still together. I still live in Germany, but I'm actually working in the Middle East as a contractor. So I met a lot of people in my life from different backgrounds, cultures, ages, races, and it's pretty much just been even across the board that people think I have like a scholar type way of thinking. I'm not trying to toot my own horn. Y'all can be the judge. When I make other videos and we talk about these subjects, which I'm looking forward to, y'all can be the judge on how my perspective is. But at the end of the day, I'm just an older dude, and I know it's probably a lot of young cats out there that could benefit from some of the knowledge I could provide. Now, in YouTube right about now, you got a bunch of different popular topics that's dominating the whole entire search fields, like MGTOW. Now, when it come down to MGTOW, I gotta say, it's been a lot of dudes I follow, whether it be Sandman, who else? Darius MGTOW. You got the BGS, Itmore guys. You got like Black Ram 313. A bunch of names that I can't really even think of right now. But I do totally agree with the ideology behind MGTOW. And even though I'm in a relationship, married even so, I figured out that many of the things that they discuss about female nature when I apply it to my current relationship, I get much better results as far as my woman's behavior. And if I bring it over to the dating side of things, which also a lot of people are watching, people do dudes like Alpha Male Strategies. That's one of my favorite ones. I still listen to him. Not only is he entertaining, but he also hits the nail right on the head as far as what dudes can experience in the dating game. Now, let's not get it twisted. Like I said, I'm married, so I'm out of the dating game easily since 2011 when me and my girl became, an official couple. But even before I met her, I had a lot of those things going into practice and getting good results from those ideas. I just didn't know the name for what I was doing. I didn't understand that it was necessarily female nature. I didn't even know all how deep female nature goes. I just thought it was more whatever I'm doing is working, so I'm gonna go ahead and add that to my repertoire. I didn't know that there was a red pill, blue pill. You know what I mean? I didn't have no name that I could give to a lot of these movements that have sprung up and actually dominated YouTube for like the last 5 years. But what I can tell you is that I have a lot of game in general about life, money, women, politics, how the world works, propaganda. I'm one of them cats that been reading a lot ever since I was a little kid, and honestly, I just want to get better in life. And along the way, it would make me feel better to know that I'm at least helping some people out there. Now, I have family, I have friends, but you know how it is with family and friends. They are always going to see you in a certain light. So, case in point, let's say you my friend, right? You know me ever since we'll say third grade, fourth grade. I always been broke. You always been broke. Then let's say there's one day that I make a choice, a decision that brings me closer to getting out of being broke, right? A real friend, of course, you're gonna be maybe supportive. You're gonna be happy of the fact that I'm gaining success. But human nature kind of goes into it that you might still in your head always want to remember me as the Mike before I made the progress. So, if I was broke, you was broke. Now I'm over here doing my thing and I'm starting to get some success. You're going to want to remember me as the dude who was broke right with you versus seeing me rise and maybe be better than you at some point. So that's the thing is with family and friends, the knowledge that I can throw at them will only be received as much as they can disattach their idea of who I was. I don't know if y'all can follow that, but basically I just know that there's a lot of people out in this world that when I do talk to them, strangers on the street, young cats, teenagers, they take a liking to the things that I have to tell them. Cats be over here giving me nicknames, calling me professor and psychologist, and you need to write a book and all this other bullshit. So that's the reason why I'm making this channel, and we gonna go jump into all the topics. It don't matter if I'm married or not. I can still break down a lot of this blue pill and red pill shit because that stuff goes further than just dating. Even if you're in a relationship, there are dudes who totally lose their alpha charisma, they swag, they lose all of that when they get in a long-term relationship. And then you got other dudes who are straight beta and they never even develop their inner alpha. So I'm one of them cats who try to be the best of both worlds. You know what I mean? Even when I was dating girls, my mentality was to be a gentleman jerk. I started out as a gentleman, realized that's not getting me the results that I really want, was disappointed in how things turned out with my first real girlfriend. Then from that point, I decided to adopt 100% jerk. Then I actually got the best results. Can you believe that? I got way better results. But it was taxing on my character to always be somebody who was so harsh and rash. Deep down, I still wanted to be a nice guy, but I realized, okay, you have to make some adjustments, adopt both mentalities, and use both depending on the situation. So even in my current marriage, I'm not gonna be a total dickhead to my wife all the time, but I'm also not gonna be waiting on her hand and foot and getting her totally used to me being a nice guy. You gotta know when to play each role. So we're gonna get down with some heavy topics as time goes on, but this is the first video that I'm making. Of course, I'm probably gonna cringe when I look at it, but fuck it. Things get better with time, and I'm willing to go through that. So, like the video, share, subscribe. Cause it's gonna be a powerful series that I'm gonna get jumping off. So, with that being said, y'all take care of yourselves, man, and you'll hear from me pretty soon.